Hello, welcome to the Prochess League Royal Arena, which means today we are going to have a 2.5 hour blitz battle against all the 16 teams playing in this league, and it's going to be a fun event. Looking forward to it.
So, Nober, what is the strategy? I will ask the regular
Yeah, so
questions
let's first
again.
talk about the team today. We have Nihal and Pragg leading us with Raunak, Aronyak, and Gadimbiali. So in this format, 10 players can play, to be honest, maximum 10 players can play, but only the top four will be gets counted. So today we have decided to go with the play with the 5 players, and our fifth player is Pranish, of course. He has played very good in the last week. Let's move to the first game. He has won his first game, and looks like some end game there. Pragg. He has won the first game. Okay, Nihal. Okay, right now we are at number 4. Like we have 7 points. So जो आप score देखेंगे 7 points, it's of the top 4 performance. Even 10 or 8, 7, whatever players can play, but only the top 4 score will get counted. So that's the format. And today Magnus is also playing for the Canada team, and that's why they're at number 2. Currently we are at number 3, which means all the players have started scoring. And this rook end game, okay, looks drawish, but Pragg needs to be precise. And there is no increment today, so it's 3-0 blitz. So हमें आज dirty flagging भी देखने मिल सकती है.
I'm just trying to see the games. Some starting
You can
issues.
just see from this link, yeah, which Niranjan has sent.
Yeah, sure. I'm having a look.
Okay. Okay, 2 pawns, rook e7, king g5, c6. Looks strong. Rook c4 coming next. दोनों के पास 20 seconds है. But if he gets e4, king e3, it could be dangerous. Oh my god, he's getting e4, king e3. King d3, king e2. He's building Lucena bridge. His opponent needs to be precise. Easy to go wrong with 10 seconds, 7 seconds on the clock.
Okay,
But okay, he's in time.
I'm just having some issues with seeing the game, so give me 2 minutes to set that right.
And Pragg is winning suddenly. You can also see games from this link. I'm just sharing on WhatsApp. I just see the WhatsApp link. 2 links
Sure.
I've sent.
Sure.
And okay, Pragg just flagged him with 0.6 microseconds. That's incredible. और आज आप जो गेम देख रहे हैं वो एकदम लाइव है. They're absolutely live. There is no delay. And with this win, Indian Yogis moved to number 2 spot. That is, we are at now 14 points. Brazil number 1 pe. Brazil have Jose Martinez. And looking at the standings there, let me just check who is performing for them. Yeah, Jose Martinez is the one who is with 6 points. For us, Raunak is having 2 out of 2. Pragg having 2 out of 2. Aronyak is having 1 out of 1. That's nice. Where is Nihal? Okay, Pranesh has won the first game and lost the second one. Nihal has drawn the first game. And it's Gukesh versus Pragg happening right now. Can we have that game? Pragg versus Gukesh. And Nihal is playing ultimate. So the pairings are rating based. So starting में काफी difficult रहेगा for this super strong guys because they'll be playing against each other. Even I cannot see where is the Magnus. He's 1.5 out of 2.
Yeah, I
Again,
understand. I just have an issue with just give me a minute.
Guys, please give us some moments. Technical things will be sorted. But game आपको देखने मिल रहा है, commentary, audio commentary एकदम perfect देखने मिल रही है आपको. So do enjoy. We are witnessing the match between Pragg versus Gukesh, जहाँ पे London system खेला गया है. Pragg is playing with white pieces. Both the players are having strikes here. And Gukesh is playing here for the California team. Sir, can you see the games now?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just sorting out a couple of things.
So let's stick to Pragg Gukesh. Where Gukesh looks very good. Queen is coming to f4, I think. But he went for e5, which loosens the d5 pawn. And if he castles, probably he's fine. And now the d5 is a problem. That's why queen f4 was important, to prevent long castle and attack on f2.
It's somewhat an irony, isn't it? We have two Indians fighting each other in Prochess League.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm happy that our players are ruling the top of the world, that they are playing for two top teams which are into the playoffs now. But at the same time, it is a bit surreal to see that at the end of the day, it's Pragg versus Gukesh at the top. So,
Bharat, the format is okay. So in chat, Bharat was asking about the format. Format is they play for 2.5 hours, 3-0 blitz, any number of games, and if and you know the top 4 performers, the score gets counted. For example, Nihal scored 60 points, Pragg scored 70 points in the end. It's as a 4 players, the score gets counted. It can become 250, 300 points, and based upon that, the standings will be like this. So previous year also we had this fun event in the previous season where we did well. And this time it's more challenging as Magnus is also playing there, and 10 players can participate per team. That's maximum limit and minimum 4. However, the score of top 4 players gets counted. And you get 2 points for a win and 1 point for a draw. But if you win 2 games in a row, then you keep on getting more points because it's all about the strikes.
The position looks a little concerning. Gukesh pawn on e2 is a monster, obviously. This is a surprise. g6. So what happens after queen e6? Rook e1.
Probably only move.
The point is whether white can save his position or not. So let's say g6, fg6, queen e6, rook e1. What is happening there? Oh, queen g6. That's a surprise. What's happening here after rook e5, Nubair? Because for queen f7, we have rook e8 check. If the king moves, rook h1 check. I'm actually surprised that the bar is showing equal. So let's try to calculate with the bar. Rook f7. Rook e5. No, rook f7 is not possible again.
King f8, yeah.
Oh, king f8. Oh my God.
Is it king g8, queen b3 repetition?
It's a draw.
Wow. King cannot go to h5
Can there
because
be a more thrilling draw? I have a feeling that he should not have taken on g6, the queen. If he had played queen e6, it would have kept the pressure, I have a feeling.
Yeah, queen e6, rook e1. But Gukesh wants to complicate. He's going king f7. But now what? King f6, rook d6?
That's a blunder.
But yeah, he queens on e1, right? So he needs to be precise.
King f4, rook g6, queens. There should be a mate somewhere. No. Oh my God.
Who is mating home? I think it's Gukesh who's checkmating, because there is just e4 or queen e4 and
he blundered somewhere.
Yeah, but still okay. Okay, king a3 or king a3 was needed. Okay, and Gukesh. Oh, what's this one? I mean, bravery reward goes to Gukesh, of course, for going king f6.
That's as thrilling as it could get, though our man lost in the end.
Yeah, और इसी के साथ हमारे स्टैंडिंग पे हम चले जाते हैं अब नंबर 5 पर, because no one is at the stake. Raunak is 2.5 or 3 so far, the best performer for the Yogis.
So who are the teams which have the strongest players here?
Okay,
Brazil,
last year
Calabria.
St. Louis won this. Like they had Caruana leading them from the
Yeah,
front, Dominic, Sean, Jaffrey, and all these guys. US, I mean Super
yeah,
GM basically. The Canada Chess Bras has Magnus, Anish, and other 2600s. Brazil Capabras are
yeah.
doing so well because they have Jose Martinez and Artemov like scoring heavily. That's their main thing. And talking about the Shanghai Tigers, VE is doing really well for them. For example, we can see him already 3.5 or 4, which means 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, then probably Gotham Knights, they have Hikaru, but I have not seen him yet. All right, let's see. I mean, it's a long battle, like it's 2.5 arena. So let's see. So far, 73 players have joined.
So Pragg is playing actor Chu. Who is actor Chu?
Yeah, I think it's Zhu Yi, if I'm not wrong. Looking
Uh-huh.
from his photo, like I know him because he's of my age group.
Ah,
So
at the end of the day, we are all friends here.
yeah, 97 by Pragg. Pragg is playing very aggressively.
Somehow it looks to me that it's only Black who has anything to play in this position because of his kingside expansion. But of course, in the long run, I would love to know where is the Black King going. So he has
Mhm.
given up a pawn, Chu. Big decision to castle on the king side. But at the same time, in the long run, the king side is weak as well. A weekend, I should say.
When G6, knight goes back to D2.
So I would
I was
just
just checking out, like our main problem today is happening because Pranish is not scoring. Like he's 1 out of 4, and that's why we are not getting contribution from the fourth player. That's why our score is less currently. But I'm very sure, like once he starts going, like he will be winning games after games. So
how many more games are remaining and how many games have
I mean,
ended
there are
so far?
limited games. Like there's a timer. Like once it's 11 p.m. in India, like the arena ends. So until 11 o'clock, you can play like 40, 50. जितने भी खेल सकते हो उतने खेल सकते हो आप games. So there is just no limit
और
for
हर
number of
एक हर
games.
एक खिलाड़ी को कितना मिलेगा? It comes by rotation or something?
No, I mean you keep on getting the opponents. Like you finish the game, the moment you click the next game, within 5 seconds you get the next opponent max usually. So
Okay. And each player gets to play based on some kind of an order, I suppose?
yeah, it's a rating based arena. So usually you get the player of same rating. For example, we can see like you get the player of plus minus rating range of 100 points max. Usually, unless if like if there is no one available, then only you will get opponent rated higher than 100 points. So for example, Pragg is 2911. He's playing 2830 because he lost the last round game. So he got the lower rating than his rating.
The left top has a countdown clock indicating how many hours and minutes are remaining for the whole of the arena is remaining to be played. So basically, it is time based rather than the number of games that each player gets. So we can always come back. At the same time, it's going to be not an easy task to stay at the top throughout also. So another exciting 2 hours ahead, I believe.
Yeah, and also I wanted to check how it's getting. Sorry. Yeah, let's go to Nihal's game after this game finishes. Let's just stick to this. After that, maybe we can go to Nihal or Raunak. Up to you. And Garimbal is struggling a lot. Like he's 0 bar 3 for now.
Uh-huh.
So like we are not getting the contribution of the fourth player. Like okay, Pragg is contributing, Nihal is contributing, Raunak is leading. But the fourth player is not contributing much. That's why our score is less. But once the fourth player starts contributing, I think the things will look good. So for now, we can see the Mkhitaryan, which means this guy, Matusian Haik from Armenia, is leading the arena with 13 points and with 4 games straight. While Jose is there with 12 points, Magnus is there with 10 points. Okay, 30 seconds for Pragg here. B5. Okay, what next? Maybe somehow he needs to attack C3 pawn.
Pragg almost has a winning position here, but he has to sort out as to where will the crucial break is going to come. I have a feeling A file is going to be crucial.
Rook F4 here. Okay, just take and he won. So Pragg
Yeah,
wins.
black one. Okay.
That's nice.
That's a good comeback from Pragg. Oh, he got Gukesh again, Pragg.
He got Gukesh again.
In
And
the
now
reverse
Pragg
card.
is playing King's Indian. Shall we move or stick to this game? It's a tough call.
Stick to this game. Stick to this game. If there is a revenge. Revenge is a dish served hot. Served well when it is hot. I'm just messing.
Okay. I think this game is important because, okay, how's the MGD team doing? Team MGD is doing very bad. They are at number 13 or 14 something. 14 number because Divya is also not struggling. I mean, Divya is struggling there. I saw only Gukesh is contributing for their team. So that's the problem with Team MGD. Today, Arjun is, no, wait, sorry. Gukesh is playing for the California team. My bad. Uh, but why MGD is doing bad? Probably because Arjun is not playing today for them. Who is leading the MGD team today? The another Indian team. Okay, Arjun is playing, but he is not scoring much. He's 2/4. And Divya is there. Okay, wait. Okay, let's talk about this game. Bishop G5, probably knight E4 is possible. Gukesh is very solid. He takes bishop takes E4. I'm not happy with this. It's anti-King's Indian move. Okay, chat. After this, we will go to Nihal's game for sure. I know you all are waiting to see Nihal, the magician, do magic tricks. But we have Gukesh versus Pragg here. After that, we will move to Nihal. A3 by Gukesh. Anna?
I'm not getting the games live because the game gets stuck on my screen.
Yeah, Ninja, there is some problem, but if you follow on Chesscom, it's that will be better. Like,
would you mind telling me in chess.com which link should I be going to?
I just sent like once you click the link, just be on that link and you can see the standings and club standings and games. So either you
Okay.
player or you click player or the game and you keep on getting the games.
Sure. Okay.
Like it's an Arena comment link.
Yeah.
And then we can just browse. No, let's stick to this one. H4. After this, maybe let's just go to Nihal. King G7. Bishop to G4. This endgame
Traditionally,
should
this should be a very good advantage for black because it's a classic queen and knight against queen and bishop. But the problem is very difficult to find any targets here. At the same time, black's position is very cramped.
maybe we may even see 27, 28 or 28, 28. But again, are they okay with draw? Last time both refused. Probably this time they are just going for a draw. But wait, if king goes to a4 somehow, is there any chance? Maybe better just play c5 and get rid of things. Okay, take and c5. Yeah, this looks good now. The player with the bishop needs to be always careful because knight can be very dangerous when it comes to blades and without increment. 40 seconds for Gukesh and 50 seconds for Pragg. Gukesh taking lots of time, which is not a good news. And this may motivate Pragg to keep on playing this and try to fly Gukesh. Technically, it's a draw after knight d6, bishop d3. There is nothing much. Okay, g5. Okay, it's a draw, but will they? Okay, he's gonna play b5 at some point. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna get king to a5 and then b5 incoming at some point. This looks losing because b5 and knight coming to d4. This is not good. b5, just take king b5, then c4 is coming. Pragg is winning technically. Knight b5,
The
knight
funny
d4
part is
are
the
very
route is so funny, isn't it? Knight b7, knight a5, knight b3, knight d4.
yeah.
Okay, one question. After coming to d4, what are you going to do about with the knight there? Let's say
He's
my
just
king
keeping the
plays
knight
at
on
d3.
b5. Pragg just showing the better way. Knight d6 and just push g pawn or get the e4 pawn.
I was expecting
Okay, king
white to
f3.
push b5 here.
Yeah. Pragg gets his revenge, as you said. Well done, Pragg. Our board was frozen. Please check, Niranjan. Now Pragg is playing Aditya, but let's move to Nihal's game, as promised.
Niranjan, if you don't mind, just give me the link in mail or Skype because I'm not able to open the WhatsApp. The Arena Royale link, games link.
Okay, we'll send in Zoom itself. That's easy.
Yeah, that's another thing.
So that's the Arena link.
Yeah, hopefully now I can join you and help you with the commentary.
So Nihal is playing Morocco, and Nihal has only scored 4 points. But don't worry, guys. We have 2 players in our team who has tendency to score towards the end. And you know them who are there. So do not worry if the Nihal score is less for the moment. But the Brazil is like scoring heavily. 61 points is a bit too much. Jose, okay, Mkhitaryan is playing for the Brazilian team. I didn't know this. That guy is also very
Nihal
insane.
is repeating his moves in a losing position. And okay, he has sacrificed his queen now.
Yeah.
Is he going to flag the opponent as usual? He has 25
Maybe
seconds to
5 seconds.
5 seconds of the opponent. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
but let's see. Okay, Chet, what do you think? Who's going to win this? Nihal or his opponent? His opponent has 4 seconds. I think Nihal's going to win this without a doubt. He won the queen as well.
Oh, he won the queen and won the game.
That's
Nihal, the
pressure.
magician.
And now Nihal is playing Arjun.
Oh, wow.
That's insane. Sorry. So meanwhile, I was talking about this guy, Matrusian, and this guy is also very dangerous. Like he won 6 out of 6 here. And I remember last year in BL, in Swiss, he won a blitz event with 13 out of 13. So that's very dangerous. Like if someone scores like this, I mean, they get a huge lead. Like they're at 65 points.
Nihal's philosophy of playing blitzes, just keep playing small moves here and there. No need to look at huge concepts. And if you look at it right now, just the dark diagonal, the dark square bishops once they are exchanged, he creates a slight weakness in the king's position. This is typical of Nihal.
Niribhai, the board has frozen. Please update. Yeah, I agree with it. Yeah, he has this style of playing fast and very objective moves. Queen e6, f4, f6. Again frozen. Okay, guys, give us a moment. And now it's back. Rook f7. Now how to proceed, because knight d4 is probably coming. Will he sacrifice exchange at some point?
It's a curious
If I
thing here. The black knight, when it comes to d4, it cannot be driven away easily, whereas the white knight cannot maintain itself at the d5 square. So I think white's advantage has kind of fizzled out here. I'm expecting
he's
him to.
going for the e5 break, maybe, or no?
Well, e5 is a double-edged thing, isn't it? Because it somewhat weakens the white king also. So
Yeah,
must
f3.
be
Arjun
doubly,
is
triply
keeping
careful.
eye on the weaknesses and creating more weakness at the same time. Like now, after h3, the g3 has become weak. So lots of weakness are there. Not looking so good for Nihal.
This is another curious thing. Okay, we are talking about Nihal's break. Black doesn't have a break. That's encouraging in a way because it may be difficult for Arjun to play for a win here, which is always a good news.
Yes, but let's say if we go something like a4 and try to open the a file.
You will try to break through on the queen side rather than bothering with the king side. Okay, Nihal just heard us. He's going for the king side with h4, h5. I
Nihal
like
found
that.
something. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But now a4 break is more dangerous than the h5 roller. Let's say
Yeah, with
white
a4,
goes
maybe he's
h5,
relying on
b6 on the
b4, and
queen.
for which he has c6. So that's the Arjun trick, probably, and that's why Nihal is thinking, but he has went for it. So how he reacts to a4, b4, c6.
Okay, Arjun goes back to the center. Okay, now white's initiative in the king side may count more than
Can he
whatever
take
black
on
plays.
e5?
Take on what?
a5.
Uh-huh.
Okay, for the moment, guys, we are not understanding the game. What's going on? A4,
If
b4.
there was a fork at c2, nowhere.
Okay, and c2 was there. But there was queen c3, right?
Uh-huh. No, at that point there
Okay.
was no f5, right? So
Yeah, okay, sorry. So let's just stick to the
okay,
current
this
position.
is very double-edged. As I was telling some time ago, the f5 break he has gone for, but Nihal gave up that pawn. I don't like
F takes
this.
e4 makes
I don't
things
like
more
this.
interesting. H6.
h6. Here comes
King f7.
the
Queen
neural
takes
network.
a5. Finally took the pawn. I don't know if
But
rook 8 is possible. c6 here. And where the queen will go after knight c3 rook 8.
I think he
Probably
just
nowhere.
lost the game because after queen b6, knight b6, knight c2, and e3 check, it's pretty dangerous for black. Oh, but
Yeah,
the
but
knight
with
is
Nihal,
fine.
we can always hope to for some magic tricks.
So now white has a passer 2 on the a file.
I don't know who's winning. The bar is just dancing up and down. Can anyone in the chat predict the result between two
White
Indian
wins.
prodigies?
White wins. There is no
Okay, I
stopping
agree with you.
ace
White
now.
wins. Okay, there is already queen.
He won.
He won. Before the chat predicts the results, Nihal has won the game with 23 seconds left.
Not money, it's purpose I seek.
So Nihal is doing well for the Yogis. Pragg is also doing well. He's at 14 points. But the third and fourth guy is not doing that well, it seems. Raunak is 3.5 bar 6, while Pranesh and Aronyak are just about 3 bar 5 for Aronyak. And how about Pranesh? Garimbiali just 1 bar 6. That's
So
surprising
we
actually.
have typical Nihal with the poker face on the screen there.
Yeah. And
So
Danish Gardia, another promising youngster from Iran.
we have Nihal's game again.
Yeah, chat is enjoying Nihal's game. Who doesn't, yeah?
There is this concept of being, not doing in chess. Just keep your position rather than doing anything concrete. If I would say if there is any quintessential chess player who keeps to this maxim very correctly, it's Nihal Sarin, definitely.
I think we have to hope Magnus to stop these guys from Brazil. I mean, they are just, beating everyone left and right. And also, I mean, none of the Indian GMs, I mean, the prodigies are playing against them. So, I mean, they're just winning one after the another. For example, the Magnus has played just 6 games and scored 5.5, whereas Jose has played like 10 games and won 8. So, same for Nihal. Like, he has played less number of games but scored more points. But Arena are about, making maximum points irrespective of them. I mean, it doesn't matter how many games you play actually. Okay, d5 by Danishwar and e4 by Nihal. So d5 pawn is going for sure. He just rook c6 and what he wants.
Can I go d7 and then protect it from h3 with the bishop on
With
h3?
bishop h3, okay.
But black has too many guys to come and surround the pawn.
Yeah, g6 f5 probably wins. And also b pawn is a passer, so even if he plays rook b6 and pushes b pawn, it's not easy for his opponent. King g2, I mean, now rook b6 b3 is very obvious because there is no bishop f1, bishop c4.
We have the board coming in an inverted way from the opponent's viewpoint. Can we correct it to white's viewpoint, please? Yeah, as I was telling now, the 2 rooks and the king have come, and after black plays f5, the pawn might fall, and it has fallen actually on d7.
It's b3
So
is very
Nihal
obvious
is
because there is
looking
no
at a difficult position here. Niranjan, could you invert the board, please? It is coming from black's point of view.
Nihal is black only, yeah?
Oh, sure, okay.
Nihal is winning. I was just checking out the Brazil team. I mean, apart from these 2 guys who are leading from the front, Jose and Matrician, there is also Alexander Freer, who is in great form today. Like, he has scored already 5.5 points with 4 games straight. And who's their 4th player? Supi is there. Yeah. Okay, Nihal board is froze or like he's not playing? Okay, he was not playing. Knight c3 and wait.
Yeah, hopefully the a6 pawn will also fall.
Yeah.
And combined to the fact that the
But Nihal
f4
is
king
down
can
to
be
80
driven away.
this time. And I think this
Yes,
could
one
be
exchange now. What was the idea behind rook b4? Was he just supporting the
just playing
pawn?
fast? I mean, doesn't look good.
So now it's a race between the a pawn and the connected pauses for white at
And he
e3
can
and
at least do rook
f4.
a7, rook b8, whenever he wants. Nihal needs to be very precise and fast to save this game, I would say. e4 is coming next. This is not looking good. King d6. Oh my god.
Is that a blunder?
I don't know with 5 seconds. a2.
Oh, that's a blunder.
Come on, Nihal, save this. You ought to gain some points out of this game. He just resigns. And Daneshwar Bardia, swindled this out of nowhere. And we have seen Magician losing a game.
Can we also, for variety, go to our other players?
Okay, Pragg is on 4-game streak. Like he won like 4 games in a row and like at number 6 currently in the standings. Let's go back to Pragg. Pragg maybe he's about to get his 5th game win. Or we can go to Raunak, like for the guys with the game dekhe nahi hai. So maybe Raunak or Pragg, whoever is easier for you to put. Okay, so we are
Nihal's game right now against who is Dropstone?
Yeah, probably David, yeah. Paravan.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we are at number 6, and the difference between number 3 and number 6 is not too much. Now we are at number 4. The moment our number 4 and number 5 guys start contributing, we are going to move up. But I'm worried about the St. Louis and the Brazil team. I mean, they're just not losing games. Like Fabi and all these guys leading. So Rook A6 currently on the board. We are watching Raunak's game. Who is 4.5 out of 7 and with 2 game strike. Playing Fedosov here. King's Indian, trying to get him. But G5, a very good intermezzo. Disturbing the king side of black's pieces. Oh my god, this doesn't look good. Queen h4, Queen h5 is coming. He has got to catch it. But Queen h3. Oops.
He's going towards f5 as well as e6. It's just a completely winning position for white.
And he's playing for the Gotham Knights. I mean, the Hikaru team. Without Hikaru today. That's why they are not in top 5 currently. But okay, I think Raunak should resign this and just move for the next one. No point playing this. Maybe we can move to the next opponent or next game. Okay, let's see other guys like who is doing well apart from Pragg was doing well. Let's stick to Pragg. Pragg is like 7/8 with 5 game strike. He's playing Fabi. My gosh. We have French over there. Pragg versus Fabi. This is very important. I mean, if Pragg beats Fabi, we have chances to cross St. Louis. But if St. Louis wins this, I mean, they're going to remain at number 2 at least. But this is a very important game from the standing point of view. I mean, they are still far away, like 20 points ahead, but this could be the crucial one. The bar shows Pragg is better because he has good bishop compared to the c6 bishop. So as the knights. But how to win this? Knight b2 prevents. Knight d3 now. Fabi playing very fast. He knows like he needs to play fast. Otherwise, and he got him. Like he got the rook g4 at the very right moment. And he took the pawn without any fear.
One worrying factor is the black king cannot be troubled at all. So it's kind of a one-way ticket because it's all up to black to just increase his advantage.
Can he take on f5 at some point?
F5 and queen d5. Okay, bishop f5, e5, queen d5.
And currently b2 is hanging. That's the man. But okay, queen c1 check is there. But somehow if you could get on f5, take on f7, something.
He did that.
Okay, at
no,
least
I'm
the bar
not
is
even looking at the b2. I'm looking at queen d5 and going inside with the queen and doubling. You know what? This seems to be a very good counterplay suddenly on the cards for white. Now b2 is hanged, then now suddenly white is winning.
Yeah, just rook g7, knight g5. I mean, okay, g4, a good move. But even takes knight f4 and okay, what's there?
I have very formidable pawn for white on the center. After knight f4.
G4 by Fabi. I think time is going to play an important role. He needs to play fast. Otherwise, I mean, he's winning, of course, but he needs to play fast.
Well, I would put my money on Pragg because he has 40 seconds plus, which should be enough to convert this position. But of course, he's playing one of the best players in the world ever, so never easy.
E7, yeah, now it's easy. Okay, no, I mean, I don't know, King D7. Okay. Just play something. Just play King has to play G3, play anything. Puts all pieces on your dark squares. G5 is also
Pragg wants to play it safe because he wants to gobble up the pawns on the king side.
He wants the point, but he also needs to play fast because we saw, even I mean, if you're low on time, we can lose to anyone. I mean, we saw Nihal losing to Daneshwar, so he needs to be quick.
This must be winning for white.
E7?
E7?
Just to trick. It was a nice trick. King E7, knight G6. Just push F4, F5. Push.
He heard you again.
Just push. Okay, now, not now. Okay. Rook E5, just go Rook E5. I don't know what. King G4, King G5 probably. Okay, take it. Just push.
Okay, this should be
a
much easier one ending.
95, come on. Yes, that's it.
That's cute. I like it.
F7. Push F7, Pragg. Come on. Come on.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Knight G6, F7. But King E4 now. I don't know. King, okay. 6 seconds for both the players. Any blunders? Can Pragg
3 seconds, before he Pragg really has to...
3 seconds, 4 seconds. I don't know what's happening here. This was not needed. This was not needed. I mean, 5 seconds. Who's going to flag home?
He hands the queen.
Flags with 0.2 microseconds.
0.2 seconds versus 0.0
And he's
seconds.
playing Jose. I mean, the gangster meets the gangster. This is incredible. This game deserves to be clipped. Pragg has beaten Fabi, guys, and leading the Indian Yogis from the front with 6 games straight. Total score 8/9. And now taking on Jose Martinez, who is 11.5.
Are you watching the opening? No, where this is completely messed up.
This is called messed up London system. For black, I think,
most unlike London system ever, probably.
Okay, whatever it is looks good for our team, but wait, what's happening actually? The bar shows advantage, but how exactly?
Somehow I have this feeling that the whole thing is preparation. Knight d6? Go for knight d6.
Tricky. BD6. Okay, I should be winning, yeah. Just take, and okay, what's that?
Winning is...
Yeah, he's just pawn up.
Maybe a
long castle.
Yeah, this is very stable advantage for white. Just triple O and king b1 and life is good.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't hear me.
Pragg wants the blood. Take on g2, g1. He's a short castle guy. E5, come on. I mean, what is the chance? What is the chance in the end
That's
game?
curious. With a pawn down, black offered queen exchange. That was curious.
Yeah, I mean, he's very, I mean, tricky. I mean, last year he played for our team, and he really did, like, he scored like 70 points, if I'm not wrong, in like 2 hour arena. And today, like, already in less than an hour, like, he has scored 34 points.
If you see one thing with White's play, all the pieces are playing. This is typically what very good players aim for.
Yeah.
Concepts are important than individual moves. Say like H6, just rules out a back rank in the long run. I would go for knight d2, knight e4, knight c3 or so. d5 square is so
Yeah.
inviting.
Yeah, and guys, Pragg OP in the chat. Can we have 100 likes for the Pragg's performance? I mean, he's just nailing out everyone. And if he wins this, he may play Magnus next, because Magnus is on 34 points as well, and Pragg is at 26. So if Pragg wins, he will be like around 30 points. And if who's a loses?
The scoring is conventional, Nubair, just 1 point for a win and so on.
No. If you win like in a row, like, you get 4 points for a win.
It doubles, typical of chess.com.
Yeah.
So Magnus shows a 9-game winning streak.
Magnus has crazy winning streak. Like, he has won 9 games in a row. Like, he drew the first game, and then he won 9 games in a row. That's good.
By the way,
But
White gave up the extra pawn.
yeah, that's the problem playing this guy. I'm telling you, this Jose is like very. I mean, you don't realize when you lose the advantage. Like, you had some material up, and after 2 minutes, the advantage just goes away, and you also found yourself that you're low on time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the strength, or the look, knight d4, and already White needs to be precise in this end game. Is he losing?
Knight d4. How hard?
Knight d4, e4. I'm not sure. Like, the e-pawn is faster. He found queen c4. Okay, lucky. But will he survive on time? That's my main question.
It's about a 20-second advantage on the clock. For our viewers, by the way, we would advise that if you go to the standings menu, you will get all these
Luckily, the knight was trapped.
streaks, etc., that we are talking about.
Okay, Pragg, you need to play really fast to flag. I mean, to win this. I mean, you will win this 100 out of 100 knights, but against Jose, you need to be very fast. King f1, king g2, king g3 is a very cute and nice plan, but you need to do it fast.
He heard you.
Rook b5, come on.
This is a classic winning advantage. White should win without any trouble here.
Yes,
oh my God, what's b4? I expected a bc4.
It's fine, it's fine. Rook a5, he's just winning. That's fine, but
I mean, now the a7 pawn is lost. Now
probably
the rook comes to the b2 square.
Yeah, it mates probably. Rook b7
yeah,
and
just a simple somehow. Yeah, rook b7 check is made.
Well done, Pragg. Well done. Pragg OP in the chat, guys. Pragg OP guy. Pragg OP.
You must be very happy.
Pragg ने बहुत बढ़िया खेला, and Pragg gets a juicy opponent here, WIM from Kazakhstan. And that's good for our team, because this will give Pragg another 4 points and some rest for Pragg, because he was playing, all super strong GMs. And as I can see, all the top 20 or 20, wait, how many? 30, 40 players were busy playing. He got this. That's why he got this opponent. Because all the opponents were busy playing each other.
Hello, Normanson from Alua Nurmanova from Kazakhstan. That's Pragg's opponent.
Yeah, I don't know, to be very honest.
WIM Alua Nurmanova. This is
and there is a new star coming on in the standings. There is a Jordan Forrest scoring 11 bar 14. Today Anish is not playing, so Magnus and Jordan are leading the Canada team, and that's why we can see them on number 3 spot, slightly ahead of us.
This is a typical G3 Grunfeld. White has a large center. Black is doing somewhat fine on the queen side.
And the good news for Yogis is Pranesh has won 5 games in a row after losing a lot in the beginning. He's 6.5 out of 10 now. And as I said, like once he starts winning, I mean, he can beat anyone. It's just the momentum in these blitz arenas. But still, our fifth guy is not finding the momentum. Maybe he needs a small break. Where is he? Mr. Dadim.
Pragg is doing very well already. It's a very large advantage for White, I believe. The pawn structure, the pieces. Once again, all the pieces occupying active squares. I have Black has a weakness on the king side also. I think this should be a. It should just keep control of the position. This should be a good game for him.
Yeah.
Now we go for knight g5. He goes for the c5 as well. Yeah, I think we're looking at a good result in this game for sure. Rook f8. Is she sacrificing on f4 by any chance?
Sorry, I was just talking with the players. Maybe we need some more players to get into this arena. Okay,
So is
queen
that
b5.
possible even during the event? I mean, when the given is taking
Yeah,
place?
all actually 10 can join anytime. I mean, we can see players joining, leaving in between as well.
So they're all sitting next to the phone, waiting to hear from you.
Not really, but we have planned some substitutes in between. It's not possible for some guys to play for full time, so someone can replace someone. For example, today Vaishali is not playing because she's in Delhi. I mean, the Freedom Grand Prix is going on. There's a technical meeting at 9:30 right now, so she cannot play right now. But after the technical meeting gets over, she can join. And like this, so players can join anytime, and maybe they will not contribute to the top 4 performance, but they can help reducing the points of the other guys. I mean, the opposition teams. They can break the streaks of other guys who are doing well for their teams, so they can contribute that way.
Niranjan, since this looks like going to be a win for White, shall we move to some other person, some other of our teammates' games?
Maybe let's see Pranesh. Like he has won 5 games in a row,
I haven't seen him at all.
He's playing Divya currently. Looks winning, and he's playing with Godspeed. Like he has double or triple the time of her of Divya's time. Rook g2. What's this move? Just bring the
be back in a minute.
Oh my God, he is allowed Divya to make 2 queens. What's happening here? It's a force mate. Wow. Pranesh is on different level fire. Rook g1. Beautiful. What a game it was. What a finish. And now he's playing Jose. Oh, I probably can't miss it, but username is Artoon. Artoon. That game was good. Yeah. Artoon. Artoon. And gosh. I'm probably okay. I'll just send you the game link on chat. WhatsApp chat. But okay, I don't know. Now we should show his game because he's playing Jose, and Jose has sacrificed a piece attacking him. Okay, for chat, I'll just okay. Chat, the username of Pranesh is Artoon. If you get chance, you see that game against Diva that was so beautiful. Like the attack was so nice. I'll just share his profile in Chesscom chat. Okay. Chesscom chat, I'm saying YouTube chat, I mean. So I'll just share his ID in the YouTube chat, which will help people to see his games directly. Just check out his game against Diva, guys. That was incredible. The finish was incredible. And okay, now we'll just see the live position. Yeah, he's a piece of, but I don't know. I mean, look at his king. I mean, e5, yeah. Now e5 is prevented, but he lost the e5 pawn. I think this game is also very important because if it stops Jose, it will stop the Brazil teams. He's a leader of Brazil team basically. So that's the momentum. And meanwhile, Mkhitaryan, who has won 8 out of 8, he lost 4 in a row. So such things can happen in arenas. Like you win so many and then you keep on losing. For example, you play Magnus, you play Grishchuk, you play Fabi, and there's nothing that you can do. You just keep on losing. So such things can happen. Meanwhile, Magnus, I mean, who's going to stop Magnus today?
Which game do we have on the board? Because
we have this Pranesh game.
The game is over.
We have Pranesh game.
Okay, sure.
Sorry, forgot to share the link with you.
That's okay. I'm fine. I got it.
Okay.
It's okay. I got it.
So talking about the present position, nothing looks clear to me at least. I mean, they are playing this sharp position with crazy speed. First of all, I'm surprised with that.
Niranjan, I think our board is frozen.
It's good that currently the board is frozen. Otherwise, the people's BP will go up, man. I mean, looking at the game, my heartbeat has increased.
When was your heartbeat ever low?
I mean, it's really crazy. I mean, every move something is hanging, something is getting captured, and still they are playing fast. Every move there is some capture. And now after so many captures, he decides not to capture the B7 pawn, and after that the bar says 0.00. I mean, इससे ज्यादा entertainment क्या ही हो सकता है? Prevents rook d4, very good. Now Pranesh Kings is safe, but there is a rook a4 on the board, and he's getting mated. No, queen a7, and there is c6. Rook b8, rook d8. Wow, queen hangs, and he takes on h4, and still it's a game. Rook f6 and rook d6, and still nothing is clear. Even he can go on rook d2, and
I think it'll ultimately end in a draw.
I don't understand anything in this game. What's happening? Look at the speed they're playing. It's like 1:52, and no one wants draw here. And I think probably Jose will end up flagging Pranesh. I mean, knowing Jose, like he's very, I mean, he gets, people like this in the end.
Uh-oh. This is going to be an uphill.
Look at the Pranesh speed. He's also not giving up. He's like, I'm going to lose a single second. I may lose a pawn, but I'm not going to lose a single second on the clock. Very good fight here. Very good fight. Like he's not giving up. He's losing, but he's like, look at the time. He's not losing a second. Oh, he blunders a rook.
Black had just,
Come understand why.
If Black had just kept his king on the with the pawns on the queen side, the game would have just ended in a draw, I believe.
Standings. It was like Brazil 100, Canada 100, St. Louis 99, Yogis 93. Anything can happen, guys, with almost how much time is remaining? 1.5 hours to go? 1 hour 24 minutes to go. I'm enjoying Pranesh games. Meanwhile, Pragg has won 9 in a row. He's 11/12 and just behind Magnus. If he wins this one, he may cross Magnus. Is he playing Magnus? He's playing Mitraba. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
Pranesh is playing Wei, the Chinese Grandmaster. You know this, right? Pranesh has a completely tricky style. Is completely tactics based. So it's very normal for him to have a game like this where the king need not find any safe haven in the whole board. Typical Pranesh. Of course, it also means that the opponent's king also wouldn't be so happy with any place in the board. So in a way,
Meanwhile, two
I'm
good
happy that he
news.
got
Nihal
a
beats Dania and Pragg on his way to win 10th game in a row. 10th game in a row, guys. You heard it right. 10th game in a row against this field. Okay, talking about Pranesh game. I think let's just move some other player. Pragg or Nihal? Pragg probably. He's on fire. I mean,
no, let's stay with this game. It's very exciting to watch.
yes, exciting to watch, but uh,
Nubair, take a break, take a breath, take some water, cool down. You are rubbing
yeah,
on us. Ultimately, black might come for the white queen here. Of course, he should
it's,
keep the queens on the board for that. I don't know if that is happening.
look at the tactics. Like C3 is not hanging, 8 is hanging in the end. And he's just playing with this like in like microseconds.
Just remind me, what's the time control here?
It's a 3-0 blitz.
Hmm.
Like we discussed this, like we had a strategy, like some of our guy will be playing all games with like having 1 or 1.5 minutes like remaining when the game ends, whatever the result. And it was Pranesh who decided, okay, I'll do this, I'll play fast. But like he's doing this against even like we saw last game, like he's doing even against the best players in the arenas. So
By
and
the way,
that's
my
why like,
prediction is
he's
coming
having good
true.
scores.
Ultimate black has come for the white king here. The dark squares around the white king are always a concern. So, he gave up the f3 pawn. Why did you do that? I was expecting king h3. Maybe he didn't want to take the chance of keeping the king on h3. This is going to be a very difficult position. Oh, he just blundered the e4 pawn.
But he gets the d6 one.
Or did he give it on purpose?
Never know. It's Pranesh. But okay, c6 is hanging if he goes knight c4. Wait, knight b5? Wow, so knight c6,
Like
d6,
knight
and the
c6
pawn is not
and
stopping.
keys.
He cannot take on b5. I mean, c7 and rook d8 is there. But this V is very strong. I mean, he's like very strong in calculation. Probably the strongest amongst
About a
Chinese.
few years ago, Wei was even predicted to be a potential challenger to Carlsen. He hasn't done well in the
Yeah,
last few years.
yeah, they play less, but I mean, this guy is, of course, very, very strong. Like,
It's a
now it's lost
question
completely. Better to resign and move for the next one.
how
Okay,
strong is
he
the
did it.
one and then it's just a lost position.
Okay,
Let's move
Magnus
to
is
Nihal,
playing
guys.
home.
We haven't seen Nihal for a long time.
Good news is Magnus has lost his streak, but he has not lost the game. He drew. But it's among the top 10 guys,
Niranjan, I
it's
think
only
the
the
board is
Indians.
frozen
Pragg
in
and
the
Prochess.
broadcast.
Uh,
Niranjan, I think the board
Okay, chat,
is
just give us a
frozen.
moment.
People are complaining.
Not yet. Yeah, now, yeah. Me? Okay. So guys, until then, I'll talk about Nihal's game. I need to figure out where he is exactly. The Nihal usually plays with this chili flag. And okay, he has won. He has won his game. So yeah, I was talking about there are only two guys in top 10 like, who had streaks, and it was Pragg and Gukesh. Like, Gukesh has 10 game streak, while sorry, Pragg has 10 game streak, and now he's playing Mr. Aman from Canada Chess Braz. Raunak has won against Durabayali. Just a moment, guys, fixing two things. Mhm. And meanwhile, Pranesh is winning against uh, Jordan Van Forest, which is a very good news for us because Jordan is at 40 points with 13 bar 18 score, playing for the Canada Chess Brass. I mean, the second best player of Magnus team. Okay, we have Nihal's game, but uh, just a moment, guys. For me, also, screen got frozen for a moment. Now I can see Bishop e6 by Nihal, and he lost the b7 pawn so quick. Can he take on e3 and go queen g5? Looks good, looks good. Guys, until then, enjoy the audio commentary. Rook f3. Rook to b2, idea bishop d5, hitting on g2.
Give me a second, guys. I just got frozen out. I'm just reconnecting again.
Wow, rook f2, king f2, bishop c5. What a tactic. That's a magic. If you take dc5, guys, there is a queen f6. And if you go knight f3, a1 rook is hanging. That's the move which was missed by Grandmaster Beka95, who is Alexander Intijik. Just beautiful by Nihal. And now he has double bishop advantage. Due to which the bar shows advantage. Probably just queen f6, queen e7 next. E3 is hanging, g3 is weak. Lots of weakness in white's position. And Nihal looks very confident. And Nihal wins this. smoothly. Another point for Yogis, and Pragg has won 11 game in a row and surpassed Magnus Carlsen. That's the breaking news. Can we have a look at the standings, please? Individual standings. If we can have Niranjan Bhai, just show a look in individual standings, and we can see Pragg has scored 13 out of 14 with 11 game streak, crossing Magnus Carlsen. Magnus has lost the streak. Jordan has lost the streak. Jose has lost the streak, which means Yogis are at number 2 now, crossing the Canada Chess Brass with 117 points. Last 1 hour, 12 minutes. Anything is possible. Pragg is doing excellent. Nihal is joining in. The moment Raunak starts getting strikes, things will look really good. Nihal is on 3 game strike already. And we can see the standings. Pragg at 46 points, Manan at 45, Jordan at 40. And Nihal on fire. Look at the position on the board. Look the way he's developing the pieces. It's a move 15, and he has not castled yet. He smells. Nihal smells the blood. King is on G1. The pawns are double on G2, G3. He wants to attack the knight, remove the defender of the D4 pawn. And very soon it will be just a matter of technique. Look at the tactical accuracy. He is not worried about the pawn hanging on E6, knight hanging on C6. He's like, you take on C6, I take on D4, you lose the D2 pawn. I'll calculate queen B7, CB7, whatever it is. And look at the speed he's playing with. He has just played all this stuff in 30 seconds. Meanwhile, Brazil still has 10 points lead, and Magnus has won 2 games quickly, crossing Pragg again. Yes, Mary Muthuji, you're right. And very soon, Niranjan Bhai will be bringing Savannah back.
Apologies, I got frozen out and now I'm back again.
Okay, that's very good to hear.
And for the umpteenth time, we see a position with no regards for the safety of the king.
Yeah.
There is this concept of rule independence in chess. Don't bother about any of the common rules generally which apply on the chessboard. Just play the position, that's it. I think Blitz and Bullet are perfect examples of this theory.
And I just spot a new tactic. NG5 is coming here. If it takes BF5, Queen F5, Rook F1. But Aman has gone for something else. He has decided to give so many pieces. And now he can just take F5 and Nihal will just flag him. I mean, of course, he's winning on the board as well. But for example, he plays E4 or ED4, whatever. And just, he'll anyway win on the time, on the clock. And guys, this is what happens when Nihal plays fast. I mean, there is just no match against him. Okay, he's burning some time and putting his rooks in the air. Looks fine. But needs to be little precise here. Okay, Rook E1, Rook E2 coming next. Looks easy. Yeah. Finish. This was not needed. Rook E2 was simple. Probably a missed Queen F2 check. King F2 is forced. And yeah, just flag him. Yeah, Aman happily got himself flagged.
Happily, did you say?
Yeah, because he did not make a move in the last 3 seconds. Yeah. My God, Pragg. Can we move to Pragg's game, please? Like he's on 11 game streak, on the way to win 12th game.
Oh, Pragg is
But
playing our
10
own
seconds for
Indian
Pragg.
Mitraba Guha.
10 seconds for Mitraba. He ensures the king's safety, but he needs to be
Mitraba is a
fast.
kind of a specialist with the mouse, you know.
Just make a queen, my friend. Okay, bishop f3 pre-move. No, bishop f3 pre-move. Wow, what a way to get the rook. Fantastic. I mean, that is just fantastic.
Made into.
And you check my not flagged. That's a bit different between Pragg and Nihal. Pragg is like, I want to finish the game on the board as well. And this brings Mitraba to 50 points ahead of Magnus Carlsen again. And he's playing Grishuk now.
Wow.
And our next match is also against this quarterfinal is also against this Grishuk team, the Blitz team. I forgot their full name. We are going to play the next game against this Grishuk and MVL team. Lagno is there as a woman player and probably 120, 400 IM. So that's their dream team usually.
You know, Grishuk is a quintessential blitz specialist for decades now. And he is now playing this new generation of Nihal and Pragg. Shows his longevity in blitz chess.
By the way, did you see that yesterday?
He even plays the classical chess also like blitz. You know, he waits for the last few minutes and plays most of the time. So this is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm sorry. You were saying something?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, recently I saw this week, Kramnik won the title Tuesday, like fighting against the young generation. Winning it. I mean, of course, he's a super strong world champion, everything. But playing online and winning against the youngsters, like this surprise. I mean, for example, player like Grishuk, Kramnik, you know, they still are fighting against the young generation.
I'll ask you a question. What's the bishop doing on h2?
It's a London system bishop. Well, okay, I'm not a big fan of London, and this is how usually it is.
By traditional counts, this should be a draw, but of course, it's blitz. What we are seeing.
I'm still wondering how come this Brazil is at 142 points. I mean, ahead of everyone else. I cannot see Jose on like, okay, they are at number 4, number 5. They are number 3, number 4. Who are they? I mean, we need to, you know, neutralize them. Their number 3 is Artemio. It's not easy. And their number 4 is okay. They wow. They have brought like 2600 plus. Not 26, but 27. This Fear Alexander and even this Stupi. That's what they are doing good. But now the good news is the difference is just 3 points. Brazil 142, Yogis 139. And in the standings, there is no one near us. So the fight for the number 1 place is going to be between Brazil and the Indian Yogis. Which means at number 4 or Mr. Okay, Raunak has started scoring a lot of points. And where is Mr. Aronyak? Is he doing his job well? He's at 50%.
Niranjan, I think the board is frozen again.
Okay, let's fix it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's better.
So let's talk about Grishuk.
The original question of how the game is going to end. I see a slight weakness for White's king side, but he has a knight against queen, once again a classical combination of pieces.
Yeah, I think you're like, okay, a draw is okay, but I have 11 game streak. I don't want to break that. He's thinking to play 27 or try something else. जबकि white का position अच्छा है. Okay, he's objective.
Yeah,
he's play queen d8, don't complicate things.
A draw.
Okay, just make a draw. It's fine. It's fine, boy. You have made a very good record. And at some point, the streak was about to, you know. Okay, now these are getting very important. Pragg has lost the streak.
So I
He's
take it
playing,
that once the streak is broken, you have to win again to start the next streak, isn't it?
yeah, that is there.
Okay.
But the more important is he's playing the guy with Brazil team. Like this is playing Ultimate. So this is very important from the standing point of view.
Ah.
For example, Pragg wins this, Pragg gets 2 points, and Brazil gains nothing. So Pragg gets the streak and Ultimate loses the streak. So it's like 4 or 5 points advantage in the long run. If you beat,
So
if
the
you
draw
beat,
breaks the streak or it still continues the streak?
draw breaks the streaks.
Okay,
Draw, you get 1 point each.
of course.
Win gives 2.
I'm just waiting for one of our boys to play with the world champion, but that's not happening. That's very sad.
Yeah, Magnus played, I think, Gukesh or someone. Okay, let me just see the Magnus graph until you count on the current position.
Unusually, Pragg took a long time for Bishop F5. I wonder why. Of course, now he's inviting E4 and then he doesn't mind the AB7 capture. Oh, that's what happened. So he allowed broken pawns on the queen side, but made the bishop on G2 a little less active. These are, small things that you decide on blitz in split seconds. In my opinion, blitz strength not necessarily depends on quickness of thinking. It's more to do with having a good judgment of where to keep your pieces. So I think that was a nice trick to play bishop G4 followed by bishop E6 because the bishop on G2 is going to take a long time to come out now.
And again, this Ultimate was very hard to beat. I mean, in general, like fantastic glitch player. And currently, I don't know what to play
Nickname
exactly.
he has got for himself, yeah. Siberian elephant, so Sib elephant. Nice name.
Yeah, nice nickname. Rook to
So it
D7.
just keeps a simple R Pragg chest. That's it.
Yeah. Bishop E3. Very easy to play from white. Even Pragg draws this, it's a good result for our team. Because he will
I was
anyway
thinking
play
that black can play bishop F8. And not so much of a pressure on dot squares here, I felt.
Yeah, he's listening to you.
Glad to see that. Oh, that's a surprising decision. I was thinking white would go knight A4 and still preserving the C5 square. See, now next move, black is going to move C5, after which a lot of pressure will be eased out on the dark square. So I think Pragg has equalized again. But then white's D5 square gets strong, so not so easy.
And the good news is Gadimdali started winning a lot of games. Like he was 2/9, but currently he's 8.5/18, which is also a reason why we are at number 2 in the standings currently.
Did he just blunder the piece on B2?
I don't think so. B8 is hanging, D7 is hanging. I mean,
B8 is sure.
but
He goes rook A7,
bishop
bishop A7, bishop
A7
B2,
and
rook
rook
D7,
D7.
BD7, and BB8 is going. Okay.
And okay, he has knight E4. That's why he goes to
pawn.
B4 directly.
Okay, he lost a pawn. C3. C3 is nasty. C3, rook A4. Okay.
Okay, we need to prevent this guy from winning this. Because if he wins this, this will increase the Brazil lead. Currently, they have 3 points lead. Like
So
if you see the standings, guys.
I and you
14,
or
19, sorry?
V as in I and you?
V means as an Indian Yogis.
Sure. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, now the C5 pawn is really weak for a very long time, so black has to find his counterplay elsewhere. White is in driver's seat now.
Also low on time.
Finally, all that dark squares and everything, Artemiev really did well to find a way to increase his pressure. Fantastic blitz player.
Pragg resigned
Okay.
because he understands that.
Hey, that's a very good practical decision. Instead of fighting back, he just loses and goes on to the next game to score more. And as we are talking, we are actually crossed the first hour mark, right? We are into the last hour
And
of
now we
the
place the
whole tournament now.
Mkhitaryan, their another leader. I mean, he's their number one player of Brazil currently with 49 points, and Pragg with 51 points for the Yogis. So again, this match is very important. Like,
By the way, this is the fourth or fifth instant I'm seeing. Unlike Nihal, Pragg actually plays concrete openings. Or blitz, that's quite a surprise.
yeah, Pragg is true to his style, whatever the format is. Queen to b3. And the funny part is, like, even after Pragg losing games, he's at number one because he has won so many games. Even Magnus is not winning games now. Even his opponent, Mkhitaryan, has lost the streak. So all the guys in top three has lost the streaks because they have won so many games in a row. And at some point, you start missing something, or you make some mistake and you lose, or you just lose a game here and there. And then it's hard to get back to that momentum so quickly.
Pragg is at number one, by the way, leader of the table with 51 points among the individual standings. That's fantastic. So we have Pragg at 51, Magnus Carlsen at 50, Mkhitaryan at 49.
Yeah. But we need to beat these guys, the Brazil team. I mean, there is only one way
Just when I was about to say about the FI square.
Like, we have to beat this Brazil people. Mkhitaryan, this Altimer, Jose Martinez, and Alexander Fier, and Supi. Whenever we play them, we have to score against them. Otherwise, the difference will be like always like this 5 to 10
Did
points.
you see that Black closed the king side with F4? That was a very strange decision for me. I mean, but Black has taken a clearly line. Oh, C6. What's happening? The white queen is in trouble on C5.
Pragg has got him.
I think he's winning. He's winning. Yeah.
He's winning a piece
the
at
knight
least.
Moves away. Okay, knight C3, CD5, queen moves D4, his piece is lost at least.
Yep.
Knight D6, CD5, knight D8, knight C8, rook C8, the queen is lost. So white loses a piece, so happy days.
There was a question in the chat why Nihal has lost Nihal has streak or not. Let me just check. Is Nihal having
That's
streak?
a very tricky way to play. Knight C7 is very interesting.
But Pragg,
now the question is, Black has B6 and rook B7, I believe.
It's very hard to trick Pragg.
Rook B7, CD5, I'm sorry, ED5.
There is an E6.
There, I think.
There is an E6. Why he allowed this? Wait, can he just play Rook D7, Rook D6 and still win the knight?
The knight has slipped away, but the position should be winning. I was expecting Rook C6. Okay. Rook C6, knight.
Oh, this is not good. Oh my God, I don't understand. This bar is just going up and down.
The knight on E6 is trapped. Probably the computer has seen some minute thing which we are not seeing.
What if he just takes on B6? I was wondering.
Because as much he heard you.
My gosh.
In
Pragg.
Yeah, this looks good. Well on Pragg's way.
Now the knight is trapped again.
And the knight was always
trapped.
Oh. That is very painful to see. The knight coming out.
With queen D7.
Okay, bring out your own knight, Pragg. Let's see how it goes. What is G4?
NH4 and F3.
Oh, he's coming knight H4 and knight F3. Okay. Or knight H4, knight G2, knight E3 if you are too greedy. Oh, the D2 pawn is lost. That's very bad news for Black.
What
That's
is doing?
tricky.
Rook d2 queen e when he was
If
playing.
rook d2 queen e1.
He was okay. That's it. I mean, this guy,
No, but now the pawn
this
is
guy
lost.
will not never fall for such tricks.
White is winning now.
Yeah, this is what happens once you lose streak. I mean, it's not easy to. Okay, h4 probably, and it's lost. And this is very sad because now they are leading with 2 points.
Very bad luck. Yeah, we are seeing him on the camera shaking his head. Must be very disappointed with that.
Okay, let's maybe move to Nihal, who was like on some 7-game streak.
So Nihal is playing Lee Kwang Liam, the Vietnamese grandmaster.
Yeah. Who recently won the playing phase of the CCT.
Okay. One thing, if we are sure we can be about Nihal's chess, is that the first 15 moves, nothing drastic will happen.
I like Nihal's position. He's doing what is known for.
F5 was a really weakening move. Surprising. Black is going for triple O. Okay. He heard me, so he plays C4. B4. Do it. B4. Come on. Do it.
I don't think Nihal will do that. He did it. Wow. Nice. Nice.
There was a time when I used to be good at blitz,
I mean, of course, you are good at blitz. I was thinking about Nihal's style.
I was.
No, you are. You are.
Rook a6, b8, queen a4, knight b8, rook b1. And I would put my money on white in this position.
Yeah, I'm also saying it's 1-0.
The only move, right?
Whatever move,
so
it's
optimistic,
1-0,
but rook b1 and take all your pieces.
Yeah, bishop e5, knight
the
b4.
Thing is, black's counterplay on the king side is a non-starter. So how am I saying that even bishop d2?
What's happening after bishop d4, c5? Is there
What's
something
happening after king f2?
Bishop d4 is on the board. It means Nihal has found something at least.
c5, knight c6 is what he's gonna do.
d5.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Insane.
Queen c2 check. Okay, queen c2 check.
Queen c2, bishop c3, cd4, and he's gonna get the bishop
cd4,
back.
queen c7, knight c6. That's a lot happening there.
Wait, maybe we need to find something more concrete.
I thought I was being concrete.
Yeah, it's concrete. We need to find something more concrete. At least the bar likes it. I'm not sure.
It's
winning, but the bar says it's winning, so I believe.
The threat is rook b8 check.
Yeah. And just king f1 and he's fine.
So educate me, what happens to queen c7 here? Just even
h1 and the bar just goes down. In some reason, probably rook h3 is very fine. Again, the bar goes up. My gosh.
d6 is huge advantage for white. d6.
This is the game, guys. जिसको हम bar dance कहते हैं. d6 on the board. You keep on suggesting the good moves, and you'll win this event eventually.
And by the way, I hope all of you saw that Nihal has sacrificed a whole rook.
Rook, yeah, a whole rook. Yes, that's absolutely
rook
correct.
Check. Rook b8 check. Rook b8 check.
My gosh.
Is it too dangerous? Or even knight d7.
So it has to be good. Come on, Nihal. Nihal for rook b8. Knight c6 by Nihal. And the bar is like, where's the bar? I cannot see the bar. It is like...
It's a blunder, yeah. It's a blunder.
That's why king was here on f1, guys. Never put your king in corner.
That's very sad again for the Yogis.
Against Lee Kuan Yew. I agree that if someone can do something, it's Nihal, because we call him magician. But he is a piece down. I think it's a good time to predict.
Yeah.
Your prediction.
This is just lost for white.
Quick, 20 seconds for both the players.
I will put that.
Chad, come on, predict fast.
Hope I'm jinxed.
I think Nihal is going to save this.
Oh, now, okay.
Rook b7, rook
Now it's
d7,
out
come
of
on.
the realms of chess.
Just take. Oh, no, Nihal is not taking the knight in time pressures. My gosh.
But
The
isn't
king
it
is coming here.
supported from there?
6 seconds for both the players. My gosh. He's going king d7 next.
I think white is winning on time. He won on time.
Nihal flags Lee Kuan Yew.
No, he didn't.
Nihal flags Lee Kuan Yew after dead in completely lost position. And now he plays Arjun. Good for the Yogis. Nihal has not lost this trick and won 8 games in a row. And now the challenge is tougher as he's playing his very good friend Arjun Erigas.
White won that position.
Black won that position.
Good.
White won that position, sorry.
Nihal saved it after all. Thank God I was jinxed.
Nihal opening the chat. Nihal the magician in the chat. We have 150 people watching. Guys, can we have 150 likes for the Nihal? For Nihal's play. That was indeed incredible. Okay, Anna, I would like to ask, how would you define this swindle? I'm out of words.
See, the way Nihal basically plays his chess, it's a combination of many things. It is not just pure chess. It's chess, reflex, hands, many things. So I'm not surprised that he swindled it. He does it all the time to the best of the world. He has even done it to Nakamura and so on. So I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
So we are moving into the next game of Nihal as well.
Arjun is having double bishop advantage with g file open, some attacking chances. Okay, there's one funny comment in the chat. Always root for Arjun, except when he plays Nihal.
Thanks, guys.
But looking at the current position, again, Nihal looks very minus, very much minus. Our board is frozen. Can we have... can we fix it, please? Last 44 minutes.
There is something wrong with the relay itself, I think, because chess.com itself is frozen.
Yeah, now it's good. Now it's good.
Okay,
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, there is a benefit of having winning streak in Strange and movies and shows. You get 4 points instead of 2 if you are on strike. You get double, basically.
Sorry. That's my camera falling down.
2.5, 3. Nihal is thinking because his queen is trapped. Oh, rook at 7 is coming next. This is over. NF6 instantly. King g7, rook h8. Nihal is like, I'm losing, but it's not over yet. Can he play bishop a3 and something? But this is just rook h1 and it's lost probably.
Well, the bishop belongs to f6 and the knight belongs to d6, unfortunately. They're interchanged.
Yeah. Arjun playing it very fast because he knows, because you need to be very fast on his Nihal, otherwise there is just no chance. But Nihal is like, no way I'm gonna give up. f5 is really good. Prevents king g7 as e5 is there. This is over. I think he will resign now.
Yeah.
Good decision. And now he's playing Mr. David Hobel. Who is this? No, Mr. Razwan Prito. This Prito guy, guys. Do you remember Prito? Second match against Magnus team. Prito coming defeating Raunak, defeating Vedit. And then rest is history.
So Razwan Prito is originally from Canada, a grandmaster, age 23.
Yeah, he's from Canada. He's playing for Canadian team at least.
For the second time in a row, which Nihal might get attacked.
And now we have new leader in the individual rankings, Mr. Alexander Botanik, the another arena expert guy, has taken over. But if we see top 10 guys, out of top 10, 8 players has lost this track. Which simply shows that the difficulty level of this format. And now, in the last this 1 hour or last 30-40 minutes, it's all about your number 3 and number 4 players. How much they can scale or upscale the number of points they can grab in the end, towards the end. So our Mr. Pranesh is on 12 out of 21 with 33 points, while Raunak is also 12.5 of 24. So these are our number 3 and number 4 currently. If these guys can scale up and somehow enter top 20 individual rankings, we will win this. If they don't, we will remain on number 2.
I think
And also
White has solved his opening problems and developed all the pieces. So I thought Nihal had a slight edge a few moves ago. What is knight f5 allowing bishop f3? Bit of a strange decision by White, yeah? He wants to take his queen to g2 and go for an attack on the king side.
Hello, Tushar. Okay. Vidit is not playing today. He is in Prague tonight, so he was not available to play. King f7. Sorry, I was just having a look at Aronyak. Like, this guy is doing his job very silently. Like, he's on like 11.5, if I'm not wrong. Like today, the task was given to him to stop the guys who are on strikes. So he's actually doing a very nice job there.
Niranjan looks it's frozen.
Niranjan, can we have look at Aronyak's game? Aronyak 1 is the ID.
Niranjan, are you there?
Yeah, I just sent his ID in our WhatsApp group. Yeah, Aronyak 1. Yeah. Like he's doing his job silently. Like we forgot to give shout out to Aronyak. Like he decided to play on the last minute because Arvind could not make it as he's playing in Delhi Open, and today they had double rounds and also some problem was there. So Aronyak was his last minute replacement, and he's doing fantastic job. Like he's more than 50% points, gaining rating points, also stopping the people who are on strike. So that was his task today. And as he's doing well, like the other guys are not coming up, and we are at number 2, like stable. Like, for example, he's now playing this Canada Aman guy. And, because he's not allowing them to win games, they are not gaining points. So this is also a very important rule, actually, in this arena format. That you prevent your opponents. Wait, Gotham Knights has just crossed us. Did Hikaru join or what? Who joined for Gotham Knights? Ah, okay. These guys are just making more points, not Hikaru. Suddenly, Mr. Wakido Samshuddin started making lots of points. And that's why Gotham Knights has crossed us.
What's Aranyak's ID again at chess.com?
Aronyak won.
Sure.
And look, the funny part is Aman offered him a draw, and Aronyak knows it's a draw, but he's playing that. Complete team game. That's why now the Canada is number 5. Number 4 now again. Is he gonna flag Mr. Aman? What do you think, chat? Just to draw or if he flags Aman in this, it will be epic. Your prediction, by they drew by repetition. Okay, some mercy. Okay, let's go back to probably Aronak will win this. Let's go back to whom? Pragg or Nihal? Chat, let us know fast. Presently, Pragg, Nihal has lost the streak. Maybe we can go to Raunak. We are not seeing his games. And our last minute star, usually. He's the one who scores the maximum in last 30 minutes. That's his core strength. But currently, his position doesn't look good. Suddenly, Gotham Knights is about to even cross Brazil. Just 4-point difference between Gotham Knights and Brazil. We are at number 3. कौन है ये stars? Wakido Samshuddin, producer Vladimir, and small botanic. Aha, just because Pranesh is not scoring now, they are ahead of us. Anything can happen. I think it's close. Number 1, 2, 3. Last 30 minutes are remaining. C4. What is this move? Anna?
I just lost connection of the games. I'm just getting back to that.
Okay, I'll just share the game link itself. We are watching Raunak, and the game link I'm sending on Zoom chat.
Oh yeah, I got back. Yeah.
I hope Raunak saves this. Because draw also at some points like 1 point, but if you lose, like it's like 6 minutes, like you are rested. Can you play just e5 and sorry C3 and still make a draw? Oh, should have not allowed this bishop c6. Now this is lost. Better resign because no chance against Russian GMs. Good decision. And yeah, this is another important game. He's playing Lee Kuan-Lin. And this is the guy who brought us to number 3 position from number 2 by beating Nihal. This only Raunak only. Continue following Raunak.
Raunak is a kind of an opening specialist. So playing this particular opening in this crucial game is not at all surprising. And that's a surprise, NJ6. Generally, I thought F4 is what everyone does here.
I'm happy he's playing faster than his opponent.
But what's happening here? Bishop E2 and... Okay, the dark squares are encouraging the dark square weakness. So definitely white has compensation for the pawn.
Now C5 or castle? C5, okay.
C5. I'm very sure Raunak has prepared this position.
But Queen E5, Bishop E6. He's going for the end game.
The point was to play B4.
But how he's going to survive this end game?
Yeah, something has gone wrong in his preparation already, I think.
He's still up on time. D6, I'm not happy with this. Definitely wrong move.
You should actually be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that way. Like, seeing D6 coming from Lee Kuan-Lin, I'm not happy that way. Now C6 is a target. And those are isolated pawns, C6 and A5, which means even if Lee Kuan-Lin wins this, or he needs to, if somehow he converts, it will take like 50 more moves. That is what we want, more number of moves.
Basically, this game will be decided by what happens on the king side, not on the queen side. I think it's going to be very difficult to draw this game. Okay, the threat is to play HG and rook c5 here, rook on fork. So black saves it.
F6. Now what to do? Just G3 and sit.
Yeah.
But rook H8, rook H2 is coming. Probably King B6 B4 he's trying to get.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that. So, okay, now there is some counterplay because the A pawn has become a passer. So,
yeah,
all white's hopes lie on the pawn on. Oh, that's is that a blunder?
Ba is not happy.
F5, King A5, King C4. Oh, he came back. Okay. I was actually hoping for rook A5, King, pawn A5, King A5, King D4. Going for the C6 pawn.
Oh, no. Bishop C6, come on. Yes. I don't know if it wins or not, but I thought, okay, he's out of danger.
This is interesting. Hey, that's an interesting ending. Bishop C6, Rook C6, King C6, King A5, King C5. How are you going to get out of the jail?
Probably it's just draw. King C5, King A6, King C6.
King C6, King A5, it's a draw. Okay, that's a draw. Nice.
Can he go A5? I think draw is not a bad because anyway, he's not on streak, so it doesn't matter. And Raunak has lost the last game. But for Lee Kuan-Lin, he's at number 34. Let me check.
Draw. Yeah.
Lee Kuan-Lin is also not on streak, so I don't know why they're playing. Just make a draw and move to the next game. I think now we need streak from all the three youngsters. Nihal, Pragg and Raunak. All three of them to win this arena because we are 15 points behind with 28 minutes to go. F5 by Lee Kuan-Lin. Wait, who's trying to win this?
I think it's a bad decision to go to B8. Oh, he just blundered. White is winning. King C7, King C6, King D5, and White is winning suddenly. Twist in the
Well
tail.
done, Raunak. This is an important win if you win this.
It should be more like hard luck Lee Kwang rather than well done, Raunak.
Okay, so we got the okay, wait.
Oh, that's a win. FE4.
No, F4 is coming.
Draw. FG4.
It's not a draw,
Oh
it's
my
loss.
God. It's a loss. It's a blunder again. What have you done? Raunak had 1 minute on the clock. For God's sake. 1 minute on the clock.
I mean, that is why Lee Kuan Yew is a world bridge champion.
That's
For some reason. Probably this is where we lost the first place race. And now Gotham Knights is number 1. I told you, like, this is like just 2 points, but it works like 5 points in long run. Because you don't get anything, they get something, and probably we'll have to settle with third place. And we are need to be careful. St. Louis is very, I mean, they are very near. They are just 4 points behind us. Our boys are getting tired. And what Raunak is playing, I don't understand at all. An F3 and he's lost, right? I mean, you're playing Mr. V. You cannot play like this. Okay, let's move to Pragg, our main hope of the day. Or Nihal, the magician. Come on, Raunak, don't show this us. This is the good thing is he's losing to some guy from Shanghai team, so won't harm much. But he needs to resign and move on. Like there is no point playing this. Maybe Nihal or Pragg, Niribai. Okay. Nihal is playing. Oh, Nihal is playing David Howell. No, he's playing Jui, Chinese guy. And who is gonna flag him? Come on, Nihal, flag him. Come on. You have to get King H4. Go King H4, boy. Rook one. Nihal has done it. No. He gets the pawn. Okay, Nihal is gonna flag him very professionally. Nihal has done it, and now he's playing Alexander Langerman. Pragg on the strike, he won 2 games in a row. Nihal has won a game, 2 in a row, which means we are still very far from number 2 because Brazil and Gotham Knights are winning one after the other. Probably we lost it when Nihal lost to Lee Kwang Lim and so has the Raunak to Gotham Knights. Those 10 points were crucial. Those are 2 losses, but it's like 10 points in long run. Wait, F4, F5, and it's made, right? And now we are watching Nihal's game. Oh, we lost him. So guys, we will continue. Okay, Nihal has won this in like 15 moves and like less than a minute. And now he gets a chess queen, which means probably he'll win this too. Good for us. The board has been frozen. Can you update it, please? Niribai? And we'll stick to Nihal's game only. And if we see standings, guys, 23 minutes to go, probably 4 games to go. And Gotham Knights at 194, Brazil 191, Yogis at 182. And number 3 and number 4 Yogis, where are they? Arjun and Aronyak. Raunak needs to win and Arjun needs to win some games. Then only we can, cross these guys. C4 here, Rook C1. What is important here is not to only win games, but also to win games faster. And currently, guys, if you are aware about the chess news, Alexandra Kosnik has just moved to Switzerland. She has changed the federation. And now she'll be playing for Swiss team in the Olympiads and all. But in the Prochess League, she's still playing for the Russian team. And as she moved to Russia, it also helped Indian team to move to number 2 in the world ranking. And Nihal has trapped her knight on e4. That's pretty nice. I would be glad if she resigns. She's a nice person in general. She resigns. And this helps us because this gives us 4 points. Now Nihal jumping to 57 points and playing our favorite opponent, Zhu Yi from Chinese team. Hope he gets him too. Guys, please bear with us. थोड़ी देर के लिए audio commentary ही रहेगी. As Anna has lost the connection. Once he's back, we'll fix the things. All right. So Catalan on the board by Nihal. Oh no, Pragg is losing there. Okay, anyways, let's focus on Nihal. "20 minutes to go, guys." And Pragg is losing here to Brazil, guys, so that's gonna hurt us. Nihal is well. Nihal is still plus, slightly. It's a typical Catalan advantage, talking about the current position after Queen C3. But process like this takes time. Like, इसमें आपको धीरे-धीरे squeeze करना पड़ता है. Like, you have to improve every single piece. Like H4 के लिए G4 खेलना है, then you have to bring knight C2, knight E3, or get some D5, E5 breaks at some right moment. And this game will go for 5 minutes. And Niri bhai, please let Sarwan Anna in. He has joined back. The good news is Nihal has won some games in a row. Welcome back, Anna.
Sorry about that again. People in chat are telling it's frozen again.
Probably that was an old update. Okay, so my bad, guys. The previous game, it was not Pragg who was playing with the king. It was Pragg was playing with 2 queens, so he won against Fear, which helped us to reach 192 points, and now we are just 3 points behind Brazil team. So both of knights at 200, Brazil at 195, Yogis at 192.
And we have about 18 minutes left for the tournament to end, which makes it a fight to the finish.
8 points to cross over.
Fantastic, fantastic scenario. This is basically what we live for in Blitz chess,
Yeah, Pragg and Nihal both on strikes. but we need contribution also from Raunak and our number 4 guy. It could be Aronyak, it could be Pranesh, but we need contribution from them to cross them. Our top twos are doing fantastic job. They are in like top 10, so they are living up to the mark. What we are lacking is number 3, number 4 performance to reach that many points.
So what's happening now? Nihal's game now.
Yeah. As Nihal was playing this guy, Juyi, like I had so much belief in that he will win it somehow. But looking at the current position, it looks very complicated. He's down an exchange. Also low on time.
The low on time for Nihal shouldn't matter.
It's a good sign, yes. I want to hear that. Please say that.
But the E6 pawn is quite strong and he has led our squares for the nice D4 and C5. So, okay, it's not easy, but at the same time, there can be some hope for white here.
Knight D4. I love those knights. Rook E5. It's very hard to play such positions in grids.
Exactly something like this I was hoping for.
Now,
Rook E5 is just stopping G5 counterplay with Rook E5.
What if he plays NF3 and G5 or something like H4?
Oh, he didn't take knight into A6. That's very strange.
That was maybe draw. I don't know. I think he'll just take Rook D4 out of frustration. No, he didn't. Again, Knight F3. Come on, let's do this.
What's happening? What's happening to Knight D7? Knight D7? What's happening?
I don't know. I just thought just put Knight back.
Surprise. Oh, he blundered. Knight G5 check and Rook E8 is finish.
Yeah, this is finish. No checks.
H4, this is win.
That's why
so,
he didn't play
just
H4.
as I predicted, the finish came on the dark squares. Dark square.
He needed king on H4. He needed the square H4 for the king. And Nihal does it one more time. And we are moved to number 2 spot, crossing the Brazil team. And Nihal is playing Magnus Carlsen.
Yes. Let's do this. Let's just focus on this game.
This is not the moment
I was waiting for it the whole evening today.
Yes, we were waiting for this game from so long. Not now. We want Nihal to maintain his track, yeah?
It is now. Come on. Come on. Let's fight it out. Come on.
Guys, let's get Magnus Carlsen. Let's do this. Vidita's got him. Now it's Nihal's time. Can he do it? Can Nihal beat Magnus?
Nihal had wins against Magnus.
Now we are just 2 points behind Gotham Knights, the number 1 team in the Prochess League. I mean, this not number 1 team in the Arena Royale. And in the league standing also, it's only the Indian Yogis and the Gotham Knights who won 3 games without losing any game. They are the unbeaten teams. They are the only teams which are unbeaten now. And in Arena Royale also, they are the teams who are fighting for number 1 and number 2.
I didn't like this whole business of Knight E7 and Rook E8, Somehow suddenly black is a little cramped up everywhere.
Yes. Standings, can you update? Maybe those got frozen a bit. But the live standing says we are at 205
very
points,
nice.
Knights at 207. And Brazil at 201. So कोई भी first, second, third आ सकता है दोस्तों, to be very, very frank and honest.
This is very tense.
We just need this big fish to lose. Fedoshev loses, Gotham Knights will lose streak. And Fedoshev is losing there. He's minus at least. I hope he loses and then it will be easy. I mean, we'll be back.
But what is happening in Nihal's position? He has sunk into a huge thought here. I think the window is frozen, Niranjan. Ah, now it's back. Okay.
Yes, we just need this big fish to lose. Fedoshev is losing there. He's minus at least. I hope he loses and then it will be easy. I mean, we'll be back.
But what is happening in Nihal's position? He has sunk into a huge thought here. The I think the window is frozen, Niranjan. Ah, now it's back. Okay.
Oh my God, Gotham Knights has now 8 points lead. Oops. It's tough. But meanwhile, Pragg has won. That's a good news. He defeats a guy from Gotham Knights, which is a very good news.
Did you see that Magnus is winning against Nihal here?
Yeah, that's why I was not commenting much on that game.
The charmer.
I mean, we love Nihal, we love Magnus. We can't see both of them losing. So I just hope somehow Nihal does some magic and this game ends in a draw.
Of course, he's playing against one of the greatest players ever in the history of chess. Never going to be easy.
Can we say Nihal is the trickiest online player of all time?
I think it's divided between him and Hikaru.
Hikaru, yeah. That's true.
Hey, Magnus is going wrong suddenly.
Yeah, he usually does.
A3 is very dangerous here.
A3 is very tricky, dangerous. But A3 he takes on D3 and you say it's a draw, yeah? That way.
Okay.
I mean chances.
Not really.
Not a draw.
No, but the point is, what do you do after Queen D3? A3, Queen D3, Rook D3. If you take Rook D3, I take Rook D6. If you take Bishop A3, I go Rook A8.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
K3, D6 and you play like that.
He missed A3. He played Rook D8 directly.
But the problem is, Magnus is not only the greatest player of all time, he's also the greatest endgame player of all time. That's also a problem.
That was a missed opportunity with A3.
Yeah, and also what's the problem? Nihal is just losing time. I mean, just get some point or just resign this game quickly. Yeah, it does it.
So club standings, we are on 211 points, 8 points below Gotham Knights with how much time to go, by the way?
10 minutes.
We have 10 more minutes. 10
Which
more
means
minutes to go.
We can play 2 more games, probably.
Yeah.
If he plays fast. Pragg has also lost his track. And Fedosev managed to win that game. That is why they are at number 1 still. Fedosev was losing and he managed to win some -4, -5. So Fedosev is the star player of Gotham Knights today.
We are watching whose game now?
We are watching Nihal only, I guess. No.
No, it's okay. Let it be. It's okay. Just asked.
And now Nihal is playing the player from Spanish team, which got qualified from the Prochess League qualifiers. I don't know the name of the GM, so I'm just talking about it. Okay, he's playing this. Okay, Santos Bhai. Jaime Santos Latasa. If you remember, he defeated Pragg in the Olympiad this year. I mean, the previous year.
Of course.
Hard guy to beat in general, but Nihal is there. So, mumkin. Wait, there is a tie between Brazil and Indian Yogis with 2-1-1 points for second and third place. I don't know. Chat your prediction. Which place Yogis will finish? First, second, or third?
It's extremely difficult to comment this game between Nihal and his opponent. This is one of those games where the pieces are completely random. Like what happens to D4 here, for example. Oh, he didn't take D4. Knight is coming to C5, which is not a good sign, even though the bar says equal. I think white is marginally up now here.
I was just checking the standings and the pairings of other players who's playing home and how the standing will look like. Because Brazil is on the way to cross Gotham Knights with 218. They have reached 218. Gotham Knights at 221. And Yogis are still at 211. And only Raunak is having the strike currently in our team. All other players has lost it. So all the four people will have to win 2 games in a row to be number 2 or
is Jaime Santos Latasa from Spain.
Yeah.
But the knight on c5 got exchanged. That's good news for Nihal.
Chad be like first, second, and third as well.
I'll take the chance and say that Nihal is going to win this because this is typically Nihal's position.
Yeah, Nihal will win this. I'm also pretty sure about it.
Is knight b4 coming? No, not really. Yeah, knight b4 is a nice move, I think. No, I'm sorry.
Knight f5 is coming next. Nihal may win this, but the problem is it will burn his full time.
And then he may not be able Nihal will keep the queen. I don't know why he exchanged all the queens. Nihal is coming BD at BB6 now. And he brings king first.
But he has bishop b2 and it's going to be a long game.
Yeah, that's the point, right?
He gets
h4 pawn is lost.
Yeah, Nihal is doing this.
Boy, Nihal serene.
Boy, be fast, boy.
Quickly it came. Knight e7, knight f5, knight a4. For the whole sequence, Nihal would have taken just a second, I think.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This is why we love Nihal serene in India.
That's the whole point. Only
and
5
see,
minutes.
Now he takes bishop c5 and wants to come bishop a6.
5 minutes, 40 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's lost. Okay. Now the king comes to c6. See how those small plans work very nicely for Nihal.
I just want him to flag him as quick as possible.
No, the d4 pawn is lost. Oh, bishop b5.
Very nice.
Bishop b5, knight f5. See the way he won the pawn. Now knight c6 threatened.
Oh, beautiful this king f5 was.
The pawn anyway. Beautiful, beautiful.
And, this is the guy. This is J. Cabrera, Jose Carlos. This is the guy who lost winning position to Fedor, and because of which we are at number 3 place right now. So Nihal, and we have 4 minutes 47 seconds left. So Nihal will have to play this game or win this game with 1 minute to spare. So Nihal has only 1 minute 52 seconds to win this game. Another important point to note. Nihal needs to win this game in like 4.5 minutes. Brazil 221, Yogis 220, Gotham Knights 226. Probably Gotham Knights is going to come first. Now सिर्फ देखना ये है कि Brazil second आती है Indian Yogis. Suddenly Magnus is beating everyone. That's the problem. That none of these top 3 teams are getting so many points. I mean, after all, boss is boss, yeah. As I said, Raunak won 3 games in a row. So if Raunak could wins the next one, that will be really helpful for us. And his position looks troyish. My gosh. I think we are coming.
Few moves, Nihal's pieces are moving beautifully.
Okay, let's stick to Nihal's game, and if the magic works out, it works out. Otherwise, we are third officially. Looking at the current positions of all the people.
Oh, dark squares.
It's hard to make a move from black.
Queen f6, of course. Knight e6. Knight e6, queen e4. So I think bishop e7 probably is forced here.
Yeah,
I think c7 as well.
Yeah, but then knight e6 is there, but you get 2 pawns. So it's
knight e6, queen e4, and I win a pawn. Yeah. Happy days are here again.
But let me remind you, Nihal needs to win this game in 1 minute 20 seconds. I mean, like if his time comes to less than 1 minute, the game will get aborted. So Nihal has to finish this game in overall 2 minutes 40 seconds. So let's say his opponent having 120 and Nihal is also having 1 minute 20 seconds. Suddenly Big Fish is getting strikes again.
Well, he's winning, but I don't think he can win this game in 2 minutes for sure. It should be a tragic.
Okay, did he blunder?
Oh, that's a blunder. Knight G5.
No. Such things
Blunder,
can happen. Like when you're trying to win fast, such things may happen. Rook E3 is
Nihal, whatever, don't get checkmated. Now you prolong it for more than 2 minutes. That's what we will say.
Yeah, I mean, he will not definitely. He will not, but it doesn't matter. I mean, he's playing against the Spanish guy. I mean, they are nowhere in the standings. They are not number 10, so it doesn't matter that way. Okay, now Brazil is 10 points ahead of us, so I don't think we can anyway cover it.
So we finished third, yeah? I think it's more or less settled.
Yeah, with 1.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's bad luck.
But we can hope, Mr. Jose Carlos could give some wrong sacrifice and
Mr. Nihal Sarin just became Tigran Petrosian, took his king all the way from G1 to C1. He's still defending.
Nihal holding well.
Draw.
I think Nihal is a flag. Nihal has like 46, 55 seconds remaining to end this for this arena to end.
You know what? Suddenly White has a lot of counterplay.
But Nihal has to flag him in like King A2 and he's winning a piece. Perfect.
Yep. There you go.
Nihal has like 40 seconds to flag him.
40 seconds to flag him. Come on, Nihal. Come on.
I think Nihal will do it. Nihal is professional. Nihal will do it. He'll do
29 seconds to 25 seconds.
Nihal will get the point, but the point is whether other guys will be able to win like this. 234 for Brazil, 227 for Gotham Knights, 226 for the Yogis.
Nihal. Wow.
Nihal with the Godspeed.
To win the game. Beautiful. Nihal won the game, really.
Nihal does that with 7 seconds.
7 seconds on the clock for the tournament to end. Nihal wins.
231 for Indian Yogis.
What a player.
For the Brazil and the Arena. We finished third.
So we finished on bronze. So, guys, a battle well fought today.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed it much better if my internet was good and my computer hadn't crashed. But anyway, Murphy's Law, I believe.
Yeah, it was a nail-biting finish. I mean, 239, 237, 232, which it is like, one game here and there.
Really?
Probably those two games, the Lee Kuang Lim, like one against Nihal and Pragg, both like he was losing and somehow we managed to trick them. Sorry, against Raunak, that G3, pawn break. If he takes FG3, he wins that king pawn endgame. And against Nihal, if this Rook H3 thing happened. So if we win those two games, we get like 4 to 6 points probably. And 6 points gets reduced from the Gotham Knights. So we become 238 and they become 233.
What makes this whole tournament unique and crazy is that, first, this is a 3-minute finish with no time increment, so flagging is possible. And the second is you are playing all the best players in the world who are all capable of tricking their opponents. And added to that, this streak thing, which gives extra points, the whole thing is totally unstable. In every conceivable way, which makes this tournament so interesting.
And can you guess the number of games played by the Jose in these 2.5 hours? He finished first in the arena. Like if you show the individual standings to the viewers, he has won the arena individually. There were no individual prizes. It's a team arena. The winning team gets $2,000. The second team gets $1,500. The third team gets $1,000, and the fourth team gets $500. So those were the prizes for today's event. Like it was a fun event. It's not a part of the main event. It does not affect the standing of the league. It was just a fun event in the PCL's schedule. But if you have a look at the standings individually, if you can have those, okay, chat, you guess the number of games played by Jose.
This $1,000, how much is a car?
Yeah. So chat, you have to guess the number of
So
games.
out of those $1,000, you said our team is winning. How much are the commentators getting?
That we will decide after the first this entire
Kidding,
season finishes.
kidding. Take it easy, kidding.
Yeah. So the question was how many games has Jose played and how many games the other normal people have played. Most of the people have played on average 30 to 35 games. But Mr. Jose managed to play 48 games, guys. 48 games he has managed to play.
Wow. Fantastic.
Winning 31. So let's give shout out to Pragg, who scored 22.5 of 29, probably the best score percentage wise amongst all the players who played today. Nihal scored 22 out of 29, just half point less than Pragg. Talking about the Yogis. Next guy from the Yogis is Raunak Sadhwani, scoring 20 points out of 39 points. Next Yogi is the Aronyak Ghosh, scoring 17 by 30. He did his job really well. And Pranesh scored 16 out of 31. And we had one more player playing today, Gadimbeh Ali Abdullah from Azerbaijan, who did really well on the day one, which helped us to win a match against the Brazil team with a round to spare. Who today was not in the great shape. He scored only 14.5 of 32. And that's all, guys. 5 Yogis played today, and they did quite well. We could have maybe finished first or second at least, but third is also not bad with the amount of energy Nihal and Pragg has put together single-handedly. Yeah, Anna, if you want to say something.
Yeah, battle well fought. Very interesting format. Simply brilliant. And when is our next game for the Yogis?
Yeah, so guys, our next game, the quarterfinal match, is scheduled on 11th or 12th of May. It will be either of this day, and we will be playing against the Blitz team, which has Geshchuk, Maxim Vashir Legra, Lagno Katriana, and one more IM. Probably they will put something like this. I mean, they can change, they have 10 players, but this is what they put when it comes to knockout. So see you guys on 11th or 12th of May.
So exciting days of
quarterfinals of
chess
Prochess
ahead.
League.
Great time today. Yeah, thanks Niranjan. Thanks Nubair. Good night.
Thank you guys. See you.